In the Korean entertainment world, where even the blink of an eye can be interpreted as a story, Son Ye Jin has once again proven that she remains a media focal point, despite never seeking it. The actress's sudden decision to shut down her secondary Instagram account, a private corner fans cherished as a glimpse into her ordinary life, has ignited a wave of speculation. Many suspect the move is directly tied to the recent backlash over allegations that she was cold toward a child actress. But looking deeper, this is not just a fleeting scandal, it reveals the complex relationship between celebrities, social media, and public pressure. When a secondary account becomes a burden. The account at Jinfoot, created in June, was initially a quiet space, posts about childcare, a few candid photos, even humorous snippets. For a top star known for her privacy, it was nothing less than a treasure trove for fans, offering glimpses of a personal life that her main account never revealed. Yet the very attention it attracted turned into a double-edged sword. Within months, the account became subject to intense scrutiny. And when controversy struck, what was once a safe haven became a burden Son Ye Jin could no longer carry, prompting her to close it down. From the joke to a firestorm. It all began during the August 19 press conference for No Other Choice. Lee Byung Hun, with his trademark humor, joked that Son Ye Jin ignored questions from child actress Choi So-yeol, leaving him to answer on her behalf. A comment delivered amid laughter, but once clipped out of context, it quickly spread as proof that Son Ye Jin was cold and unfriendly toward her young co-star. In the digital age, truth often matters less than shocking snippets. So even when Choi So-yeol's mother clarified that it was nothing more than a light-hearted anecdote and insisted Son Ye Jin was very kind, the wave of criticism refused to die down. Some even dredged up old images to reinterpret them negatively, ignoring evidence that Son Ye Jin had once given Choi So-yeol a coveted Christmas toy as a thoughtful gift. The power, and dark side, of public opinion. Son Ye Jin's case raises a pressing question: are we demanding too much from celebrities? A single misunderstood remark can spiral into mass outrage, forcing artists to alter their behavior or retreat from public view. Her decision to shut down her secondary account is more than an attempt to avoid hassle, it is a stark illustration of the frightening power wielded by the crowd. Observers argue that in an environment where every move is dissected, retreat is sometimes the only safe strategy. Far from weakness, it is survival. Known for her discretion and reserved nature, Son Ye Jin likely understands that silence can at times speak louder than 1,000 explanations. The fragility of public image. Fans admire Son Ye Jin for her graceful, kind-hearted persona. That's why the allegations of coldness toward a child hit especially hard. They clashed directly with the image she had built over 2 decades. In mere days, a career forged through talent and character seemed vulnerable to collapse under the weight of a misunderstanding. This underscores the unsettling fragility of public image. A star can see her reputation crumble over a few seconds of clipped video, while years of dedication fade into the background. Son Ye Jin's story serves as a warning to the entire Korean entertainment industry. Artists today are judged not only by their work, but by every micro-action magnified online. Son Ye Jin, withdrawal or reinvention? No one knows if deleting the secondary account is temporary or permanent. Some believe it's a way to cut off controversy and prevent further scrutiny. Others suggest the actress may be trying to reframe her digital presence, returning later with a more selective, carefully curated approach. Either way, the move demonstrates that Son Ye Jin remains in control. Instead of letting social media dictate her emotions, she chose to step back, protecting herself and her family. In an industry where many celebrities feel compelled to constantly engage with the public, Son Ye Jin's silence delivers a powerful message. Sometimes, peace matters more than spotlight. A new perspective, when private accounts reflect real pressures. What's most striking here is not just a deleted account, but what it symbolizes about how social media shapes the relationship between artists and audiences. Secondary accounts are meant to be escapes from the pressures of fame, spaces where stars can live more authentically. The irony is, the more real they are, the more vulnerable they become, because today's audience doesn't just watch performances, they scrutinize private lives. Son Ye Jin's case shows that while actors can control the roles they play on screen, they cannot always control the roles assigned to them by public opinion. And sometimes, stepping away from social media is their only way to rewrite the script for themselves. Son Ye Jin's decision to close her secondary Instagram account is far more than a personal move. It reflects the immense invisible pressures celebrities face in the digital era, where the lines between art, private life, and public judgment are increasingly blurred. From this perspective, her action is not merely about avoiding criticism, but an understated yet powerful statement: in the storm of public opinion, the final authority still belongs to the artist herself. When actress Son Ye Jin quietly shut down her secondary Instagram account, the move immediately triggered speculation. Was it linked to the recent controversy over her alleged coldness toward a child co-star? Or was it simply a personal decision to retreat from the harsh spotlight? What looks like a simple social media adjustment may, in fact, reveal far more about the fragile balance between stardom, digital platforms, and the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. A sudden vanishing act. On August 27, fans attempting to access Son Ye Jin's secondary Instagram account at Jinfoot were met with the familiar notice: "Sorry, this page isn't available." At the same time, her main account no longer followed anyone. For fans, this was more than just a minor change. It signaled that the actress was cutting herself off from the digital sphere entirely. This secondary account, launched only in June, had been an unexpected window into her private world. It featured snapshots of childcare, candid personal photos, and light-hearted posts, rare glimpses for fans accustomed to Son's usually guarded online persona. That's why its disappearance struck such a nerve. The controversy, from humor to backlash. The timing of the deletion closely aligns with the wave of criticism Son Ye Jin has faced in recent weeks. At the August 19 press conference for her film No Other Choice, co-star Lee Byung Hun joked that Son ignored questions from child actress Choi So-yeol, forcing him to step in. Delivered in jest, the remark was received with laughter at the event. But once circulated online in clipped, context-free snippets, the joke took on a life of its own. Within hours, headlines accused Son of being cold and unfriendly toward her young co-star. The narrative spread faster than any clarification could catch it. Defenses and forgotten kindness. Choi So-yeol's mother quickly intervened, stressing that the remark was meant as a humorous anecdote and that Son Ye Jin was, in reality, kind and considerate. Supporters even resurfaced a post from last December showing Son gifting Choi a coveted Christmas toy, proof of her generosity and warmth. Yet in today's media ecosystem, explanations rarely carry the same weight as viral criticism. Once the cold star label was affixed, it lingered, regardless of facts. Beyond the scandal, what this move reveals. What makes this story compelling is not simply whether Son Ye Jin was misunderstood. It is how her decision to shut down a personal Instagram reflects the immense pressure celebrities face in the digital era. Secondary accounts are often created by stars to show a more authentic self, away from the glossy curation of their main profiles. Ironically, that authenticity also makes them vulnerable. When a storm hits, even private glimpses can be weaponized by the court of public opinion. Son Ye Jin's choice to erase her account, then, can be read in two ways. On one hand, it could be an act of self-protection, a way to shield herself from further misinterpretation. On the other, it is a subtle reassertion of agency, a reminder that while the public may dominate the conversation, only the artist can decide how much of herself to share.